Hello everyone, welcome to a special edition of Art Whisper 88. On your screen you will see a collage, mosaic. It's a portrait of myself done by Instagram artist Inov Fauzi, and he is based in Indonesia. And I have befriended him, and I asked his permission if I could feature his artwork on my channel. And what I'm going to do is do a collaborative project and take my portrait and do something fun with it, with a jelly plate. So hang tight and come along for the ride. Okay, so what I had done is I took the original artwork of Mr. Fauzi and I made it into a black and white with Photoshop, and I printed them out. I have several versions here. Now, I was playing around with configurations, but I think having all of these patterns is very busy. So I'm just going to stick with one portrait in the middle and maybe use these as graphic elements instead. So maybe this is a little more effective. And then I can use my reusable stencils to create more textures. Okay. So the advantage of having a template like this, it contains all the graphic elements, so they stay within the boundaries. So I think this is more effective as a portrait rather than having 4 of the same face. That would be too much like Andy Warhol, which I think is overdone. So I want to avoid that. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the black tissue paper and the black and white portrait. Now off camera I have a tub of water, so I added some water here to my Mod Podge. So I thought these warm-up exercises would serve as a counterbalance to the portrait. It is a very strong image because, well, first of all, it's black and white, and it's made of tiny bits of letters, because that's how Mr. Fauzi works. He cuts up magazines and sorts them painstakingly by color and by size, and he creates these amazing mosaics. I will put a link to his website in the description box below, so you can enjoy his work, which I think is amazing. And this portrait is a part of a series called Instagram Citizens, or Citizens of Instagram. And I was very honored that he approached me and asked me if he could use my likeness to make a portrait. Okay, so this is the initial layer, black and white mix of the portrait and the warm-up exercises. Okay, here we are at the next segment. The collage has pretty much dried. It's still a little moist, but it should dry further. I'm going to mark out the positions of these stencils just as a guide, because they get reversed, and I want to have an idea where the graphic elements are, so this will come in handy. Okay, so when I place this piece of paper on the plate, it gets reversed, like so. I'm going to put this away and let it dry even more. So this is how the configuration will be, and I will make use of my reusable stencils. So this way, the reusable stencils will expose some of the images, some of the collage, I mean. Okay. So this is the fun part where I get to assign several colors. So I will do some yellow. And I'm going to use this very bright fluorescent. And this turquoise. So it's going to be quite colorful. And the color is going to counteract the black and white. Give it a balance. I'm going to start with the yellow. Now, I remember in printmaking class, this would be called process yellow. It's the kind of yellow that is used in commercial printmaking. So you have yellow, and then you have cyan, which is blue, and then you have magenta. And so all these components create a whole spectrum of colors. So I will do some okay. Then, as usual, I will introduce my scribble mark. And take these guys out. And the paint is pretty thick. I'm doing that on purpose. It's thick, but the paint is semi-transparent. But that is the nature of acrylic. It has a lot of extenders in it. Okay, just making sure my fingers are clean. So here is the black and white first layer. Now this is a different paper. This is Strathmore 400, and it is fairly stiff because it has a lot of sizing on it. So different papers have different characteristics. Now, I want to encourage you to try different kinds of paper because everyone's tastes are different. There are some viewers who ask me, oh, what kind of paper is this? What kind of Somerset paper are you using? I actually would rather you go to an art supply store, feel it with your hand. And that's the only way you can tell if you like a paper or not. You can say, oh, it's too rough, or it's too smooth, or it's too thin, or it's too thick. Go to the art store and find out for yourself what appeals to you. But either way, if you are interested in making art, I really strongly recommend using good paper and not to use copy paper. If you want something of value and something that will last, use good paper. Do yourself a favor. Okay, I've been playing around too long. Let's see what we have. Pretty dramatic. I think it's pretty cool. The details look like watercolor up close. I will show you really up close, but I will have to let this dry first. So I will be back. Don't go away. Now this seems too good to waste. I'm going to see if I can recover this. Now, since I'm trying to capture a ghost print, I'm going to leave this for about 10 minutes. I'm not going to be too worried that this might tear because this is Strathmore. This is a very sturdy paper. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see what we have here. I hope this is a good capture. I think it is. This might make a nice background for another collage because it has the pretty fluorescent colors. Okay. It's pretty wild. I'm going to see how these might work. Well, I'll play around with that when this is dry. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I had some ideas with this ghost print. I want to incorporate this portrait, but I cut the face in half. I'm going to try it like this. And maybe introduce some black elements. And then print over it. Okay, that will be my second layer for this ghost print. I will allow this to dry and then think of the next layer. Okay, I am going out on a limb here. I am going to use these reusable stencils and print over the ghost print. Now I'm going to do something pretty wild. I'm going to use this fluorescent paint, which I rarely use, but I think in this case it's appropriate because it's kind of a pop, how should I say, a pop art image of popular culture. It's dealing with print media. And I'm going to use this fluorescent orange. It's very bright, but it's also very transparent. So it's going to show what's underneath, hopefully. And then this is copper. It's also transparent. It's most of the acrylics are pretty transparent. So they have a lot of extender. In fact, I should have shaken the bottle more because this is practically all extender. Okay. So this is the ghost print with the collage on top. This paper is really getting very wrinkly because it has so many layers on it. Hopefully when this dries, this should straighten out. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, love it. Exactly what I wanted. I'm going to have to protect this. I don't want the back of the print to get messed up. I like this a lot. Oh, I forgot a stencil. Again. So I will air dry this and recap. Okay, we are getting close to the final leg of this video. I found these two pieces of leftover stencil strips and I thought they look good here. That's just me not leaving well enough alone. So the fluorescent orange gives a little bit of contrast. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. So, let me show you the first print while this is drying. Here's a close-up. Now, as you can see, the portrait is made of these little clips of magazine text. And it's in Indonesian. And I think it works well with the warm-up exercises and the textures from the scribbles. So that is the first print. Here's the second one with the face that's cut in half. And this one has more of the fluorescent orange, which I think works very well. Okay, so that is print number 2. Let me see if I can put them side by side. Okay, here they are side by side. My portrait series, thanks to Mr. Inov Fauzi from Indonesia. Thank you for allowing me to feature your work on my channel. I will put the description, links to his website in the box below. Thank you so much for coming along for this exciting experiment. And I'm pretty happy with the result. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. For those who can, please lend a hand to my PayPal to help keep this channel going. I hope to see you next time.